I also have some questions from Yasu that I want to answer. The first being, what made you want to play soccer and who is your favorite soccer player? I kind of didn't make like the choice to start soccer. My parents started me in kindergarten, so when I was very young, I think they just like wanted me to play a sport. And I picked up some other sports throughout the years. So I tried ultimate frisbee for a little bit. I tried lacrosse for a little bit, which was fun. But I think what made me stick with soccer, because I played it for almost 13 years and I'm like continuing to play it informally through intramurals, is that I really liked the team aspect of it. Like I stuck to it so long, I got good at it, and like I'd stuck with my team for so long that like we really understood each other, and it felt like a very collaborative, very clever sport. Like you really have to think about it a lot. There's a lot of strategy, and I think because like I knew it so well, it became more complicated than like any other sport to me, and that's kind of like what I liked. It was like a mental and physical challenge. And then also I think it just brought me a lot of community. Like I have so many memories of like the friends I made in soccer. Like there's this one group, we had a carpool since we all lived in the same areas. So because we had practice like multiple times a week and then like games or like tournaments on the weekends, and like we were too young to drive. Our parents obviously did not want to drive us, so we would all like get picked up and we were in a carpool together, and like because of that we became super close, and we'd have sleepovers at each other's houses. We would do like little birthday celebrations with each other, that kind of stuff. So that was always a super fun memory. I remember, oh my god, I have this like one distinct memory when I did start driving. I picked up all the carpool, we drove to the soccer field, and then after soccer I came out and someone had hit my car, like knocked the bumper off, and I was freaking out because like I'd never been in a car crash. I was new to driving, it was my parents' car. I was like, what's gonna happen? I mean, thankfully the dude like stuck around and I got his insurance info, but I just remember them all taking their like athletic tape, like that you usually use to like tape injuries and stuff, and they taped the bumper back on my car so that I could drive home with it. It looked like absolutely hilarious just driving down the road with like all this athletic tape on my bumper. But yeah, that was like one of the fun memories, because like even though we didn't go to the same schools, it's like the soccer connected us, which was really nice. And then I'd say my favorite soccer player is this kind of a basic answer, but because I grew up in Seattle, there's this really cool women's team here called Rain FC, and they are one of like their star players is Megan Rapinoe. She also plays for the U.S. women's national team, which has won the like Women's World Cup multiple years in a row. I think they've won it like almost 5 times now, so they're amazing. She's an awesome player, and I really like her because I like grew up watching her play. Like I've gotten her signature a few times, not to brag, but it's just been super fun because I've been able to do that. And she is also like really big with social activism. She's always like stood up to causes that matter to her, even if it could have like potentially endangered her career, and she's received a lot of backlash because of it, but I really respect that she always sticks with it. So I'd say she's probably like my favorite soccer player. Okay, and then the next question that Yasu asked is, what is the weather like today? It's actually really nice out. It's like, I mean, you can see like I'm in a t-shirt, which a rarity in Seattle, but I'm hoping that like spring finally comes, because in Seattle there's always like spring always teases you. Like there's some warm days, but then it'll go back to rainy, which is kind of unfortunate. Last week we had like our sorority formal, which is it's like a dance, like a school dance, but except it's with your sorority, and you can like bring dates, that kind of stuff, and it's super fun. But we had like a semi-outdoor venue. It was like open air, and it was just pouring rain and windy, and it was unfortunate. We like Ubered to the venue, but it was like on the beach, and we really wanted like to take photos on the beach to like chill out on the sand, that kind of stuff, but it was just like too cold and too rainy. Even though it's, what is it now? It's like almost end of May, so it should be warm by now, and it's warm right now, but yeah. There's like this ongoing joke that you can just like never trust the weather app in Seattle, because in the morning it'll go from like hailing, and then it'll be drizzly, and then it'll be like sunny and hot, and then suddenly a thunderstorm, you know? You just never know. But yeah, thankfully it is warm right now. Okay, and then Yasu also asked if I pay attention to what I eat, and if so, like how do I do that? So I am pescatarian. I grew up eating meat, but I've never eaten beef just for cultural reasons. My mom is Indian and she's Hindu, and in Hindu culture you don't really eat beef or cows or anything like that. So I grew up never eating that, and then I think around 7th or 8th grade I wanted to become fully pescatarian, and I've done so ever since. It's a little complicated living in a sorority because how it works is your meals are made for you, so you don't really have a choice. But they're honestly pretty good at including vegetarian options. So I just have to look out for that. Thankfully, I don't have any allergies, which is nice. A lot of my roommates have dairy or nut allergies or something like that, so I never have to worry about that, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, besides that, I think being pescatarian or vegetarian or whatever is a little complicated just because I've become very, since I've started going to the gym and stuff, I've become very aware of protein and just what nutrients you should be taking in and that kind of stuff. I think also growing up playing soccer and being athletic is I was always aware of that, and it's harder to incorporate protein especially into your diet when you don't eat meat. So I think I try my best, I eat a lot of Greek yogurt, that kind of stuff. But it's definitely a little harder. But yeah, I mean, what I've been doing has been working for me, and most important thing is feeling healthy. So yeah. Okay, and then Yasu also asked, what cosmetics do I use? I wish I had a better answer for this because I am not very experienced when it comes to makeup. I honestly half the stuff I use is my sister's from middle school, so 5+ years ago. It's definitely expired, but I just use it because I still have it. I think I have it here. Yeah, it's the Burt's Bees Fig lip shimmer, and I really like it just because it's it feels really nice on my lips, it hydrates it, and I think it has a really pretty color. I actually just started wearing concealer because I took out my eyebrow piercing. I don't know if you can see that, but I had to buy concealer because it has a scar right now. My piercer, piercer, he said that it would fade in a little bit, but until then, I just I like to cover it. And then yeah, mostly just mascara, some eyeshadow. I feel my makeup kind of stays the same every day. I don't change it too much, but sometimes I'll do, when I was in high school, I would wear bright blue makeup a lot of the time, which maybe I'll bring that back because honestly it's kind of fun. But yeah, nothing crazy, just my eyes, the concealer, and then my lips. Yasu also asked if I'm taking care of my beauty, that kind of stuff. And honestly, with my friends, my routine, my skincare routine and stuff is kind of a joke. I use 2-in-1 shampoo for my hair, which is it's conditioner and shampoo built into one. But honestly, it really works. My hair isn't that damaged, I don't think. And even though I do use a lot of heat on it. And then for my skin, I use I'm not gonna lie, I use hand soap and stuff like that at night. But I mean, honestly, my routine is just I wash my face in the morning and at night to get my makeup off, and then I use moisturizer, and in the mornings I'll try to use sunscreen if I remember. I mean, honestly, it doesn't get that sunny here, so it doesn't matter that much, and I don't burn, I just I tan, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I definitely try to use that on my face just because I know it'll help with aging, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, honestly, that's all I do. I have tried to get into more complicated stuff, but I think I'm a little too lazy for that, and what I'm doing has worked for me. So yeah.
実践的な英会話を短期間で効率よく身につけたい方は、いろんなアメリカ人の生の英会話を学ぶのが一番です。英会話教材 This is 英会話では、アメリカ人約150人の生の英会話を紹介しています。概要欄に紹介していますので、ぜひ見てください。それでは次回をお楽しみに。